What's the best DAW for voiceover? Audacity, Reaper, Adobe Audition, Logic, Ableton, Pro Tools. I've tried almost all of them. Some of them made me want to throw my computer out the fucking window. Some made me feel like a genius. And one made me want to question my will to live. And if you're thinking, wait, whoa, what's a DAW? Don't worry, you're not alone. A DAW is a digital audio workstation. It's a software we use to record, edit, and produce your voiceover auditions and jobs. If you want to do VO, you need a DAW. But which one? And if you're already a DAW ninja or a seasoned pro, don't click away because I'm gonna roast every DAW on this list and share some advanced workflow tips and probably say something that will make you laugh or at least roll your eyes. I got dad jokes aplenty. Plus, you might just discover a new trick or finally get permission to stop obsessing over which DAW is the best. So let's break it down, shall we? Pros, cons, and which ones you should actually use with a few tips along with some things that'll make you laugh. By the way, I'm Jesse Carroll. I've done over 2,000 voiceover commercials narrated for History and Hulu and built $1 million voiceover business all from my closet. Well, I guess not all from my closet, but a lot of it from my closet. I started it on Audacity, then I moved to Reaper, then Adobe Audition, but I've dabbled in almost everything. I've tried all of them, a little bit at least. And if you want honest, funny, and actually a useful take on DAWs, you're in the right place. So let's start with Audacity. We'll call it the Gateway DAW. This is a free one. This is a freebie. This is the I just want to see if voiceover is for me DAW. Audacity is like instant ramen. Cheap, easy, and gets the job done. But you're not serving it at a dinner party. I started it on Audacity, and honestly, it's perfect for beginners. It's free, it works on anything, and you can record, edit, and export your first auditions without spending a dime, which is nice, because you gotta spend some real cash to get started in voiceover. But let's be real. Audacity is clunky. Editing is destructive, which means if you mess up, you can't go that far back. You can undo a little bit, but you can't go that far. So it's kind of a pain in the ass that way. And if you want to do anything fancy, like use some really cool plugins that you bought, you will hit a wall fast. Still, if you're just getting started, it's a great way to learn the basics. Recording, trimming, exporting. Don't overthink plugins or effects. Just focus on good, clean, clear sound. And Audacity will help you with exactly that in the beginning. And if you want to learn Audacity, check out Mike Russell on YouTube. He's got a ton of beginner-friendly tutorials. And please, for the love of God, don't record your auditions on a 1990s dictaphone. I'm looking at you, actors who are dabbling in voiceover. Now let's talk about Reaper. This is the DIY powerhouse. This is the DAW for people who love to tinker. Reaper is like IKEA of audio software. Super customizable, but you might end up with 3 extra screws and a missing shelf at the end of it. I used Reaper for years and I loved it, but here's the deal. Reaper, although it's cheap, sure, $60 for a license and you can use it forever, it's also insanely customizable. You can set up your own workflow, hotkeys, and templates. There are a ton of tutorials out there as well. You could make it do almost anything that you want or need. But, and this is a big but, Reaper has a learning curve. It looks a little bit like Windows 98 and you'll spend hours tweaking settings. If you love spending Saturday nights customizing toolbars, Reaper is your soulmate. If you want to get started with Reaper for voiceover, check out the Booth Junkie YouTube channel, Mike Delgadio. He's got a killer Reaper setup tutorial for VO. Also, I've heard that the Reaper blog is also great for advanced tips or just like Google. There's endless videos you can find. Now let's talk about Adobe Audition. This is actually what I use now. Adobe is like the Apple Store of DAWs. It's clean, professional, and you pay for the privilege. The interface is super clean, batch processing is a breeze, and it integrates with the rest of Adobe Suite. It's becoming the industry standard for voiceover, especially if you're doing this full time, and it's super fast. I love using it. But here's the catch. It's a subscription model. Dun, dun, dun. So you're paying $20 to $30 or whatever you can negotiate, and you can negotiate with them. You're paying that a month forever. And sometimes Adobe updates will break stuff just for fun, just because they like doing that. If you're doing VO full-time, Audition is hard to beat. It's fucking awesome. But if you're just starting out, it might be a little bit overkill, but you're gonna wanna learn it as soon as you can. And if you wanna learn some advanced stuff for Adobe Audition, I haven't tried it, but I've heard that Uncle Roy Yokelson's tutorials and George the Text are amazing for Adobe Audition, so check them out. Both are legends in the VO world and will save hours of frustration if you try to figure it out on your own. And if you love paying monthly for software and getting random updates at 2 a.m. and being able to edit lightning fast by setting up processes and chains, Adobe Audition is for you. Pro tip, use the favorites menu for your go-to effects chain. You'll thank me later. Also, I'd probably get with George the Tech or Jordan Reynolds to help you set up your processes. They'll make it super quick and clean for you. Now let's check out Logic Pro. I've only used this once before. The learning curve wasn't too crazy. It only works on a Mac. And if you are secretly a music producer, this is your DAW. Logic is beautiful, has tons of built-in instruments, and is great for music. But for pure voiceover, it's kind of like bringing a grand piano to a kazoo contest. Logic is Mac only, like I said, and can be a resource hog on your computer, and is overkill for most VO work. But if you're already using the Apple ecosystem and you want to just like dabble in music as well, doing a lot of production, Logic is a great choice for you. I did a little Googling on this one because I don't know where to find tips for it. I just kind of figured it out intuitively, but I've heard that the music tech help guy on YouTube, he's got everything from like basic to like workflow hacks. So check it out. Let me know. I don't know the channel personally, but check it out. Ableton Live. If you want to make beats, DJ, or perform live, this is your playground. Ableton is amazing for music, live performance, and electronic stuff, but voiceover, it's like bringing a turntable to a spelling bee. Ableton's workflow is weird for spoken word, and it's total overkill for VO. But if you're a DJ producer who also does VO and you already got it, go for it. Otherwise, skip that shit. For Ableton tips, check out the official Ableton channel on YouTube. That's all I got. I don't use it. Let's talk about Pro Tools, the industry standard for music and film. Also, the DAW that makes you feel like you need a university degree just to open a session. Pro Tools is powerful. Yes, it is. It's also used in big studios and great for huge, massive projects that you're not gonna be doing in voiceover. It's like using a NASA rocket to deliver pizza. It's expensive, it has a steep learning curve, and requires special hardware. Unless you're working in a pro studio or you want to impress engineers and you already know how to use it, do not bother with this one. If you must use Pro Tools, keep your workflow simple. Just record, trim, export. Don't get lost in the menus. Don't even use it. I'm having flashbacks of trying to learn it. For Pro Tools tutorials, check out Harvard. They may be of some help. All right, now for some honorable mentions and also what not to use. Let's talk about some almost DAWs. GarageBand. Free on Mac, great for beginners, but you'll outgrow it fast. It's like training wheels for audio. And honestly, it's pretty much like a limited Audacity, and Audacity is free. So just use Audacity. Don't use GarageBand. I'm giving Twisted Wave an honorable mention. It is a DAW. I don't want to call it an almost DAW. It's simple. It used to only be browser-based, but now they've got an app for it. It's great for quick edits, and if you need to record an audition on the go, it's total lifesaver. It's not that expensive, and it's got some cool features. Honestly, it's kind of like a more polished Audacity. That's the way I look at it. But Jordan Reynolds swears by it, so maybe check it out if you're on a budget and you like simplicity. Studio One, I've only put this in here because while I was doing research for all the DAWs, this one popped up. I don't know what it is. It's popular with musicians. I've heard it's decent for VO, but not really my kind of thing. And again, and I'm talking to all my on-camera actor friends out there who randomly get voiceover auditions from their agents and then call me for help. Do not record on your iPhone unless it's an emergency and that's the only thing you have. But honestly, just find a studio. If you take voiceover seriously, do not record your auditions on an iPhone. Don't record it in GarageBand. Take some time and learn the craft. You don't have to learn a lot. Like if you're not into VO, why are you even doing it in the first place? You need to learn how to set up a studio and get some basic equipment. So that's my rant to all you on-camera actors out there. Learn this shit. But listen, all the choices of DAWs, here's the truth. The best DAW is the one you'll actually use. They don't sound any different. They don't change your sound at all. Some of them come with bells and whistles, like Adobe Audition comes with a bunch of different effects that you can place on your voiceover, which will make it sound different if you know how to use that stuff. But if you don't fucking touch it. Get a pro to set up some chains for you. But generally speaking, the DAW is just the software you're recording in. It really doesn't matter. If I record in GarageBand, which is, I wouldn't, but if I did, it wouldn't sound any different from the DAW that I'm using right now if I don't use any of the bells and whistles. Doesn't matter. They all record your voice. They all let you edit. What matters is workflow, comfort, and not wanting to throw your laptop out the window. Don't use Pro Tools. The main thing that I look for in a DAW, and this is why I went over to Adobe Audition, is speed. Because when you're trying to do as many auditions as I do in a day, even just something that will save you a minute per auditions, or even 30 seconds, or even 10 seconds, all that adds up at the end of the day if you're pumping out, 50, 60 auditions a day. So you want to use one that you can use fast. And I've found for me, Adobe Audition's the fastest. So in the beginning, start with what you have, usually Audacity. It's free. Then upgrade when you outgrow it. Learn the basics of what you want to try, record, trim, export, save, all that jazz. And don't get DAW FOMO. The fanciest DAW won't make you a better voice actor. Practice well. So Just pick one DAW, stick with it for a month, watch some YouTube tutorials, learn how to use it. I don't know, ask a friend who has it for help. Join VoiceOver School. 1 million people in there, 236 people in VoiceOver School are all using different DAWs. Some of them have Audacity, some of them have Audition, some of them use Logic, some of them use Pro Tools, and some of them even use Ableton. I saw that recently. Don't use Ableton. But if you have to, join a group like VoiceOver School. Links are in the description below. And ask for some help from somebody who's already using that software. And if you're just getting started in VoiceOver, we have tons of tutorials on Audacity, and we're working on more for Adobe Audition. So if you join us, we will show you exactly how to use it, among many, many, many other things. Mark Grau teaches video games animation once a week now. We just announced that. And Dave Beeson, author of Authentic Commercial Voiceover, teaches Authentic Commercial Voiceover weekly. I teach in there. We now have improv every other week. We have a ton of stuff going on in VoiceOver School, along with award-winning and award-nominated voice actors in there. Now, half of the nominations of the One Voice Awards this year were from VoiceOver School. So if you're serious about VoiceOver School and what you're doing right now is not working for you, check out the links below. Consider joining us. And remember, you don't need to learn every technical detail about your DAW or about VoiceOver in general. You just need to know enough to record clean audio, edit quickly, and deliver files that sound good. And honestly, the DAW you use is way less important than the work you put in. The best DAW in the world won't help you if you're not practicing, auditioning, and improving every day. So, to all you experienced folks out there, what DAWs are you using? Let me know in the comments. Did I rip one apart that you like? Are you a Pro Tools user? Drop it in the comments. I want to know. And if you actually want to learn how to use your DAW and make money in VoiceOver in the age of AI, check out VoiceOver School. We teach business, performance, and all the tech. And if you got some value out of this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we will see you in the next one. Peace. I did that weird. I did it on the... I hope I didn't do like a weird sign. Goodbye.